Hello everyone. If you know who I am and what we do here on this channel, welcome back. I hope you already hit that subscribe button. If you don't know who I am and what we do here on this channel, I am the Reverend Godfather, main host and frontman for the Long Coat Mafia podcast, the internet's most hated mafia-themed geek podcast. And once again, I'm sitting outside to record this video for all of you and tell you what's going on. And yes, I'm all set. I have my anti-bug repellents ready to go. And that being said, some of you might know that I've been playing on my PS4 recently due to the fact that this sucker went belly up on me. Not completely. The HDMI port on this probably wasn't on right to begin with, and it kind of went on me. And since it went on me, I did go to a local big box store type repair company, and they wanted me to pay them $200 to fix this. For those of you out there that aren't familiar with consoles, this is a Xbox One X, not a Series X, an Xbox One X. And like I said, the HDMI port on this kind of popped off the board, or at least that's what I think happened to it, because the connection from this to the TV ain't working. And the company I went to, not Best Buy, wanted $200 to open it up and see what's up. And if they wanted to go through with the pair, charge me $200. That's not worth $200 to fix. And since that time, I've been without an Xbox, and I've been playing my PS4. I've been loving it. I've been connecting with a lot of my PS4 friends that are on there, and playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland on there, and so forth and so on. And during this time, I've been also on a hunt for an upgrade, either another Xbox One X, an Xbox One S, which kind of looks like this but is a white color. The only difference between that is it's a somewhat in between. The Xbox One S, the white version of this, is a midway point between the OG Xbox One and this. This is almost as powerful as a Series S. So this is like maybe on par, or in some cases a little bit better than the Series S, but depends on who you talk to. But either way, I digress. So like I said, I've been on a hunt for an upgrade, whether a PS5, which is, as some of you out there who know consoles know, it's a very hard find, and they can be very expensive. And some of you out there that have been following this channel, and hopefully a lot of you haven't seen the video yet. If not, go back and check it out. The link to it will be in the description down below. Now, I know, or if you want to know, how I almost got scammed into getting a PS5. The whole aspect of obtaining it was a scam, let me put it like that. So, again, because of that and everything else, I was on a hunt for a newer console, or a newer-ish console. And at that time, I had put on layaway at a local pawn shop here in Martinsburg an Xbox One S, i.e. the white version of this. Put that on layaway. I was thinking, hey, it's going to be a newish console. The pawn shop, Paradise Pawn, shout out to them. I had no beef with them. A lot of the stuff I've gotten through them was on the up and up, always working. It's sad that didn't work as long as I hoped, and sorry, a lot of smoke right now. 7 years ago, I got our original Xbox One through them, and I did an unboxing here on this channel showing off that Xbox One. So, thanks to Paradise Pawn and their layaway, and me tapping into my savings. And let me just say this as well, because last week when I wandered in to pay a little bit more for that Xbox Series S, not Series S, the Xbox One S, I found this sucker sitting on their shelf ready to be sold. That's right, they were selling a Series S, slightly used. And I asked the nice lady, and I told her, I don't want to be a Kyle or a Karen or anything like that, but is it possible to switch this out for the layaway I have? She said, yeah, you're not being a Kyle or a Karen. You don't want to be privileged. You're just asking, and yes, we can do that. So, that being said, and me tapping into my savings, today, I paid it off. I have it here. Let's see if everything is inside. Yes, I did a brief glance to make sure everything is inside, or at least the main system was inside. And probably later today or tomorrow, I'll hook everything up and check if it works. Since it's Paradise Pawn, again, shout out to you guys there at Paradise Pawn. We're almost sure it works, because some of the other pawn shops we've been at around town, their stuff that we've gotten through them has not worked, and some of the other pawn shops have been a little bit sketchy. So Paradise has always been good to us. So we like to thank them for having this in stock and allowing us to open it up here on the channel. Let's open it up briefly. Again, this is not like the Xbox One we got roughly 7 years ago. I'll probably put a link to that down below as well. That came with like 2 free digital games. And let me just say this. It's, as you can see, it's in the box, and it's Xbox Series S. Now, some of you might say, oh, Rev, why'd you have to get an S? You could have gotten the more powerful Series X. Well, I'm on a budget. And like the PS5, the Series X is extremely hard to come by. And that's number one. Number two, it's expensive. Number three, yes, I know there's a payment plan you can get through Xbox, or I should say Microsoft, for it. But me having kind of credit, it's kind of hard for me to go that route. Meaning, first I have to find one. Secondly, I got to get approved through Microsoft to get it, or through the appropriate people to get credit to actually pay for it. Even though I could probably pay it as well. Therefore, a pawn shop helps a lot of ways. And the Series S is more, I should say, not more. It is easier to find a Series S right now than it is anything else, and with me having limited space in the safe house, physical media is kind of a hard thing to do, and therefore having something all digital is a wonderful thing. So right now we just took out the Series S. Here it is, and as you can tell, that there is, let's see here, there is, now one of the bad things about this is it's only 512, less than once it's formatted. Don't hear anything rattling around. It has an Ethernet port, 2 USBs, and the HDMI part, and the storage slot. Here's the power supply aspect. You have to use their official storage stuff for the expansion to expand on it, and that could be a pretty penny. That I'm worried about later. I could do that later. I'm not worried about that. Or if they issue an update to use third-party USB drives, I could always go through that route and expand that way because storage. Now, digital is fine by me. I could use it. Plus, there's nothing really on the side, so I could stand this up easy and put it out of the way. And let's see, does it come with everything else? Does it come with... Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Yes, it does. This is not an official, what would probably come with the Series S in box. But it's a controller to use. Be able to sync it up still. Not worried about it. And we have batteries. I don't see any batteries in here. I'm not worried about AA's. Let's see. Is there... Yeah, there's a USB on the front of this. I could hook up a USB to the front. And I have a third-party battery supply I could plug into the back of here. It's one of the things I like about the Xbox controllers. If these freeze, I don't have to hunt down a paper clip or use something small to kind of reset the controller like the PS4 controllers. I could just take the battery pack out, put it back in, and it's reset. Or I could take the AA's out and do it that way. So that's cool. I got a controller. Plus I have another one in the house. They did include the standard power supply. That's all I need. And they included... I don't think it's Xbox. No, it's a standard HDMI cable that they included with it. Probably an off-the-shelf or a couple extra cables they had in the back. I'm not worried about that. I already got one hooked up to the TV that I can use, so all I have to do is just plug it in and plug everything in and play. And there is the legalese, yes. Here's the legalese. A typical legalese is from Microsoft, and it's just the standard warnings and hookups for each of the components. It's in different languages. Yeah, it's the yada yada yada. If this was the actual wrapped up box and the hootenanny, there'd be probably more legalese, probably a card for Xbox Game Pass. That's another thing with this. I have Game Pass with this already. Let me close this up as I'm talking to you. I have Game Pass as it is. Plus I have a butt ton of games already available for me digitally, ranging from like the original Halo Reach and all that. Plus I have the Master Chief Collection. Plus plenty of others. No, it goes on the outside. Okay. Plus I have a lot of other stuff that I've got digitally that goes back to the original Xbox, plus the 360, plus the original Xbox One. Plus I have stuff geared for this system. So that's cool. That's awesome. So I'm ready to go for all 4 systems. I'm ready to get back in the action for Xbox Live, and probably next week I'll pick up, as much as I didn't like the game. I have maybe 1 or 2 friends that actually play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands on the Xbox One, and I want to see if I'm able to cross-save my character in regards to the Xbox, because I saw that on the PS4 side you could upload your save to the cloud and it could be cross-save, and I saw that with the Handsome Jack collection as an update. So I wonder if I could kind of ping-pong characters back and forth between the two. So that's going to be an interesting experience. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more from us, hit that subscribe button so we're in your subscription aspect, so you can go back and look back at our content. And again, Paradise Pawn, thank you so much for having a layaway and letting us switch out that Xbox One S for a Series S. thank you so much. Thank you. You'll be probably tagged and when we put this up on Facebook, or at least post it to Facebook. Thank you so much, Paradise Cohen, for letting us get this and everything else. I'm so happy to be back in the Xbox One fandom. What's your preferred console? What's your preferred system to game on? Say that down in the comment section down below. To everybody, see you on the Xbox Live, if we're friends on Xbox Live. If not, hope to play with you guys and gals soon. So take care, one and all.